Well, hello there. Once again, this is Pastor J.D. Hatfield of the Riverside Christian Fellowship in Hernando, Florida. As always, you can find us on the web at voiceofvision.org. You know, we often underestimate the power of God to turn our situations around. And He often does it, even in what seem to be the little things in life. God can transform the worst of things into the best of things. And I mean to tell you that sometimes the very thing that you want to trash becomes the very thing you want to treasure. Things that once made you sad or drove you mad now make you glad. I'm thinking back to a time more than a decade ago when I came face to face with the reality of my love for my wife, and how good God was in giving her to me, and how blessed I was to have her. Oh yes, certainly I did love her, and I knew it, and I knew that she knew it too, and we both thanked God for each other. We have a great marriage, and we go through the ups and downs and all arounds, and we grow through it all to the glory of God, we pray. Now, I don't want to sound all pious about our picture book relationship. I want to be real, and I want to help you with some hope. The truth is that sometimes things don't work out the way we want them to. But the Lord of life has a way of helping you regain a true focus and rediscover the depth of devotion when the shallow waters of situation come roaring into your mind. Right now you may be distracted, disappointed, disgruntled, or in despair, but I hope God will help you apply this to your situation. He can turn any situation into a celebration of Him and those good things He allows us, even if only for a season. You see, we were in church one Sunday, and my wife had a sudden, intense attack of pain, and she couldn't tell if it was just some muscle thing or something much more serious, because it was near her heart region. She was in incredible agony, and she had that look of ultimate concern on her face as tears were streaming down her clothes. The church had the look of horror as we ran her out of the building as fast and as calm as we could. We rushed her to the emergency room, and they were able to stabilize her quite quickly. Thank the Lord it didn't seem serious, but even after several visits to other doctors, no one could ever tell us what actually happened or any root problem there might be. In any event, we were relieved, as the church was when they found out she'd be okay. Now, a few days later, my wife and I were sitting around the house in the morning. I was doing some writing at the computer, and she was eating breakfast. My wife and I both have these little noises we each make, and I won't go into all of them here, but it can be quite entertaining to say the least. However, sometimes our little noises become nauseating to each other and to ourselves. You know how it is. Some noises we can appreciate more than others. I'm sure you know what I mean. Now, one such noise that was bothering me to no end on that day was that all I could seem to hear from the other room was my wife crunch, crunch, crunching her cereal. Munch, munch, munch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I was about to scream out. I'm telling you the truth. This was one of those little noises that could really get to me, especially when I was in the middle of doing something important, like writing my sermon. But then, all of a sudden, it seemed like God was crunching right down on my head and munching right into my heart. It was then that I realized that while I had always detested the sound of the crunching of cereal before, to be able to hear it now was sweet music to my ears, for it meant that she was alive and she was here with me. Now I did a lot more than just appreciate it. I relished every little noise, every little wonderful sound. Crunch, crunch, crunch. It was her. Munch, munch, munch. My baby was still with me. The munching became the melody of love to my heart. You know, I'm a lover of classical music, and I've heard many live orchestras perform many great works of music in my life. But no Bach, Beethoven, or Brahms could have lifted me to such heights as I felt that day. You see, that's the power of God to make His voice known anywhere, anytime, in any situation. He can transform what seem to be the worst of things and actually make them the best of things. I hope you find the joy that I found the day I heard the sweetest sound. Well, there you have it. Until next time, we'll see you here, there, or in the air. God bless you.